How to place a cross culvert.
A cross culvert, whereby you are given a chainage of 9 plus 690 to place the culvert. So we got like the chainage above it's 9 plus 700, and the other after of 690 is 9 plus 680. That is when placing a culvert, we start from TST level, that is top subgrade. So, and we got the value of center of each and every chainages. Here we got 9 plus 700, where we got 1571.560 for the center design, and 9 plus 680 center design is 1571.376. So this upper, it's the upper section of top layers, whereby when you start pressing culvert, you start from TST as I said earlier. So TST level, it's maybe around 150 to around 175, it depends, but this is provided. So, but that is not important for now. So this is how across culvert looks like. We're gonna use like 900 millimeters. There is 600 millimeters, but mostly we're gonna use, that is a large culvert of ring of 900 millimeters. In this part, it's called haunching or surround, and this from height of TSG to the height of the bed of this culvert, which is 150 millimeters. It's about 1.4 meters culvert thickness. So from TSG to the bed, it's 1.4 meters. So this is the bed itself. So, and this is the ring. It's 75 millimeter. So you're gonna use, to get the gradient first, we need to calculate. We need to use this chainage of 9 plus 680, the chainage before 690, that is 1571 value of center 0.376 minus the chainage above 690 design of center 1571.560, and you get negative 0.184. That is the gradient. So to get the slope of the culvert, we use that gradient, that is 0.18, that is negative over 20, that is the chainage interval between 700 and 680. That is a chainage of interval of 20. You multiply by 100, is the percentage, and you get 0.92 percentage of slope, that is in negative form. So the next thing you need to know is how to get the chainage design value of 690. So you pick any of the two chainages of the center, that is this 9 plus 700 and 9 plus 680, any of them, to calculate. So you're gonna use, but all gonna give the same value. So you're gonna use this for 9 from plus 700 is 5171.560, the design for center. You minus the percentage slope that you got. It is negative 0.92 over 100 multiplied by 10. That is the chainage difference between the two chainages, 690 and 700, and you get 1571.468. That is the design for 690. And when you use for 680 to get the chainage of 690, you change the sign from negative, you use plus, so you get the same value as here, you get the same answer. So the next third thing to learn is you need to know the design of culverts of at GSG level. It's 1571.468 at the chainage of 9 plus 690, where this is the value here. So at a distance of 6.5 meters from the width of 13 meters over 2, the excavation level needed, we need to calculate the excavation level, so you get 1571.468, you minus 1.4 meter, that is the culvert thickness, whereby this is the thickness from here just to the bend, that is the thickness, and you get 1570.068 excavation level needed for the value of center for the design. So another thing, you need to know the invert levels. Okay, so we get, for example, here I'm gonna use the value of you get 1.14. Sorry, you get 50 height of site to calculate the height of coordination, that is 1572.572 plus backside 1.40, you get 1573.982. So you can this height of coordination, this one, you minus 1570.068. That was the design of center for the excavation level to get the staff reading, where you need to control the ground using the staff. You get the value of 3914. So this is what you're gonna read from your staff. And so we know, like culvert, how it's installed. Inlet is at it's high. Okay, you can see this goes down. That's the outlet, because the water must flow like this. So the slope, it's like this. Okay, this is the inlet, this is outlet, this is the center. So we're gonna assume a slope of 2.0%, and the design of excavation level that we got here is 1570.068. So to get the outlet design, we use 1570.068. That was the excavation level design of center minus the percentage we assume, that is 2%, multiplied by 6.5 in bracket, that is a half width distance, that was 13/2, you get 6.5 meters. Okay, and you get for the outside design, you get 1569.938. And how to get a center design from using outlet design level, from using this, you get the design from using outlet, you get the center design. So you're gonna use this one, the outlet design, you add the percentage assumed, that is in bracket, multiplied by width, half width distance, and you get the 1570.068. That is the design for center for using this outlet. And for the inlet, when you have like design for center, you want to get the inlet, you use this one, you minus the percentage assumed, multiply by 6.5, and you get this, the outlet design. It is 16.9 points. So this is outlet, sorry. This is the outlet. Okay. So you get this value, 1569.938. To get the inlet design, it's the opposite, whereby you get 1570.068 plus 2/100 plus times 6.8, that is the inlet, and you get the answer. Okay, I don't have the calculator now, but you get like this. How to check level from where you have left half of the culvert work completed using the staff reading. So maybe you left your work done from, so you get the answer. So how to check the level from where you've left half culvert work completed using staff reading? We're gonna use the percentage of slope. We're gonna assume is 2.0%, and the bed thickness of the culvert was 150 millimeter. From the staff reading from the bed, okay, this is 32.21. That is the staff reading for the bed. So this is the bed. So here you press the staff. So you're gonna read here 32.21. Okay, using the staff level. So the 2.21, you add the thickness of this bed. Okay, you get that 371. 371, we are using it to calculate the inlet level. So we're going to use to this 3371, we're going to use to calculate the inlet. So 3371, from adding from the bed, from the staff reading from the bed, this is the thickness of the bed, you add from the staff reading from the bed, you get the value, you minus the percentage assumed in bracket form, multiplied by half width distance, that is 6.5, you get the staff reading of the excavation level for the inlet. Normally you press the peg, you use it to get the ground level. Okay, so we're gonna read the ground level from the peg is 3241. And to get the outrate, we're gonna use the staff reading. You minus thickness of the bed. Okay, so maybe ulikuwa umeshafanya inlet, so unataka kufanya outrate, you're gonna use this staff reading from the bed. You minus 150 thickness of the bed, you get 3071. That is 3071. You minus percentage, assume that is 2.0 over 100 multiply by 6.5, and you get the staff reading of 3071. Thank you for joining. Continue subscribing and liking. The next I'm going to teach you is about access culvert. Join me for the next lesson.